Good morning, Gwen. Hello.
How are you?
Lovely to see you. I'm good, thank you. How are you?
I'm fine. I'm down in Devon at the moment with my mum. She's had an operation, so I've been down here looking after her.
Yeah. And I'm up in a Halifax where it is freezing cold. I've had to put my shawl on and I've got my big boots on because my feet got cold.
Oh,
So, yes, we're definitely in autumn, if not fast approaching winter. And
yeah.
we've got that lovely new moon that arrived on Saturday with
Oh,
the
yes, yeah.
eclipse. So, as always with the eclipse, it kind of highlights things. I know we're in turmoil in the world at the moment, so people may be feeling very uncertain, unsettled, churned up. That's just about right for the energy. It's unsettled and churned up. But I do feel this new moon gives us a lot of beautiful, positive vibe. We're getting on track, we're getting there. And to celebrate, I'm going to use a brand new pack I've got called Moonology Manifestation Oracle Cards.
Lovely.
So I'm using that today, and I'm using my lovely Return of Spirit cards because we always like Cheryl Lee Harnish around. So we'll see what these moon cards do because I haven't worked with them before. So I did get them out and have a little play with them, but I haven't actually worked with them. So we'll just see what the moon's energies or the moonology is as we do this. So I feel like I need they're so new, they're sticking together. I don't want that one. I was going to have that one, but I want a different one. 3. And I'm going to have my lovely Return of Spirit. They need to come into play. Whoop. Nearly whole pack flying across the floor then. So I want that. I want that. 2 from the top and 1 from the middle, apparently, today. Oh, I am following the orders they've given me. Okay. Oh, nice. So the first one that's come out is beautiful. As you can see, we've got the first quarter moon in Capricorn. So really, we're starting afresh. Yeah, we're for the next couple of weeks, what we're going to have to do is unleash our kindest self.
Yeah,
Um,
it's what it's
yeah,
about.
yeah. I mean, whenever we get unsettled, turbulent energy, the first thing we really, really need to do is be kind to ourselves and to be kind as much as we can to others. And that's why there's a sort of lovely pinky glow to this moon as it's starting to expand into the full moon. So I do feel like we've got to kind of remind ourselves, as above, so below, trying to remember that what is influencing us from above is love and positivity, and what we've got to try and find as below, so above is that same love and positivity. I'm very struck with the circle in the stone.
Yeah.
To try to remind us it is circular. What we give out, we get back. So keeping a focus on our emotions by making sure that we're kind, and as I said, to ourselves and others. And here we go. It's the frequency shift.
I love that card.
I know, it's beautiful, isn't it? It's like it's actually the moon again.
Yeah, yeah,
Or you can
yeah,
put it that way. It's more appropriate that way at the moment, I'm being told. So
yeah.
what we've got to remember is, and when I see this, it always makes me think of a snake coming out of the egg.
Does it? It looks,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
just always think of Ouroboros and the snake coming out of the egg and the new beginnings. You could also say, with the way the rays of light are, that it's an insect coming out or a
That's what's always
butterfly.
in my mind. It's like an
Yeah,
insect.
But
A lot of them hatching.
yes, it's reminding us. And obviously you and I have been saying this all year. This is a big year for shift. This is a big year for ascension, which is why we're having all of the difficult, turbulent, challenging stuff coming up. But now we're getting a signal that the frequency is shifted, that we are going to settle into this energy over the next few months. So I do feel like this frequency shift card is very much about what is emerging in us from this new moon going forward. And maybe what is emerging is our kinder self, reminding us that if we are kind to ourselves and others, our frequency shifts upwards. Okay, so the next card here we have another first quarter moon. Here she is, dancing with the moon, under the light of this beautiful moon, this new perspective. What I feel this card's saying is trust the universe. What I love about it is it's full of purple, third eye, intuition.
Yeah.
Telling us, go with your gut. Go with what you feel is right. Don't overthink. In fact, if you can, don't think at all.
Just let it happen.
Just go with it. Aquarians do a lot of cool, calm-headed thinking, and I just feel like, but for this one, for the next couple of weeks, we really do need to just go with the flow. I know we say that quite often, but her cloak is flowing. She's standing in what looks like a host of purple flowers. For me, I'm thinking about lavender fields. And again, that what lavender brings is that beautiful tranquility, that if we trust the universe, what we'll get is the tranquility, what we'll get is the peace. And here we are, we've got the contact card. Now, in order to trust the universe, we've got to have contact with it. So again, I have a feeling that we've got us in the middle, sort of beaming out our communication, saying, I'm here, and the connections being made.
Yeah.
Not least to what's within us, to the true spirit within, that does not encourage harshness or hatred. The other thing about this is it makes me think of a flower. It makes me think of the stamens in the middle of the flower. It's a flower waiting. It's got potential. And for me, when we make contact with our tribe, when we make contact with our intuition and our guides, it gives us potential. It gives us opportunities. It allows us to start to identify with others and feel like we know what we're doing.
Yeah.
So I expect over the next fortnight quite a bit of like-minded people coming together. It is a way of counterbalancing all of the stuff that's going on, is to actually be able to say, no, this is not what I feel, or this is not the way I would handle this, and to actually get that difference of perspective, and for people to be able to go, oh, there's more than just me thinks this.
Yes.
There's more than just me having this stream of thought. And I've got a cat who's decided to come because I'm on Zoom.
Willow.
And bizarrely, I went into the middle of the pack for this one because I took top two and bottom and middle of the pack. And I've got another first quarter moon, but it's in Pisces. So we've got that spiritual sign. Here we are sitting, contemplating. For me, that figure is connecting with that beautiful moon energy, that new moon. And it's all about honoring your feelings. Beautiful greens, bluey greens on here. When we do honor our feelings, we actually start to heal. And what we need to do at the moment in the world is to bring about that healing force. No, don't write the card. The cat's biting the card. To bring about that healing force, to open up to how we feel, and recognize that in uncertain times we feel scared, we feel frightened, and that we wobble, and it's okay to have that wobbly bit, in this next 2 weeks, we can wobble as much as we like, because what it's letting us do is see how we feel to enable us to make those connections and shift frequency. The card it's been paired with is faith.
Ooh,
And
looks like a
again,
fish.
I love this card. It is so vibrant. It's got this beautiful root chakra red, a flash of magenta pink for heart chakra, and parashial green for heart center as well. So what we're talking about is we're talking about letting the heart learn to have faith in the universe. And again, if we're letting our intuition guide us, then have faith that whatever it guides us to do, it will be the right thing. It
It
will.
looks like a phoenix arising as well.
It does, yes.
Mm.
And I just have this sense that over the next couple of weeks, while we're waiting for the full moon to come in, that if we can know that we have faith in ourselves, I think what we've lost is the perspective on how good we actually are.
Mm-hmm.
That fear plays a part in misdirecting us from the goodness in our hearts. And that if we go back to what's in our heart and have faith in that good person inside, then we will be able to steer our way, making the best choices that we can for ourselves and others. Don't have to be perfect. There's no such thing as perfect choice, but I do feel like the moon is telling us that all saying choose wisely, yeah. And that what we can do is we can choose from our heart, from our intuitive center, and what we choose will be of more assistance to us than not.
Mm.
So in this wobbly time, while we're waiting for that blast of huge moon energy, full moon energy, it's the time to have that love and respect for self. And
Yes,
that lets us love and respect others. Okay.
definitely.
So very, very interesting cards.
Right. I've brought out the Sacred Spirit,
Oh yeah.
Sacred Forest,
Yeah.
and Carl Gray's Ancestors and
Oh
Angels.
yeah.
I love those.
You like those, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Forest is coming out first. And of course, with this new moon being in, looking at some way the cards going out, in Libra, it's all about balancing self as well,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Making sure
Mm.
you are looking after yourself and not giving loads and not, making sure you're receiving as well.
Yeah.
Okay, my glasses on. Okay, so here we have the Raven Spirit.
Oh, lovely.
With her raven. I've been seeing a lot of ravens
Oh,
recently.
they're very active at the moment. The
Wow.
ravens and the magpies, just to remind us, try to, try to walk. The words that come to mind for me, or have been coming to mind this week, are when I walk through the valley of death.
Right.
Yeah, that little bit of the psalm, just to remind us it's okay. Whatever
Yeah.
is dying has to die in order
Yeah.
for the new to begin.
Oh, absolutely.
Mm.
And this card is saying it represents truth.
Mm-hmm.
And I think what she's looking very contemplative, if that's a word.
Yeah.
And absorbing the energy of the raven and getting, I'm feeling some sort of bubble.
Bubbles off now. Yeah.
And she's getting guidance from nature, I feel. And I think
Yeah.
that's another thing, we often, when it gets cold, we stay in more. And I think it's about putting that coat on and going out into nature,
Mm.
because this time of the year, the
Mm.
colours are beautiful.
Mm.
And I think with this being the truth card, it's saying honor your true self as well. This new moon is all about um, dumping what we've really carried all through the year, and making sure that we're being true to ourselves and nurturing ourselves. We don't have the unicorn. I love
Oh, beautiful. Yeah.
and that's representing purity. And again, taking things down to the finest detail. The small things mean the most of the time. It's not the things that we want. It's changing those small things, those small gestures that people do, the pleases, the thank you. Just saying thank you to someone can make someone feel gratitude. The purity here, I feel, is really deep in the forest here, but standing tall and making sure that whatever is building up around you, just keep your strength there, because obviously the horse, the unicorn, always a sign of strength as well, and keeping that purity of your journey, where you want to go, and taking that forward. We've then got the maple spirit. Now, I love the maple tree because of the colours.
Look at that.
I know.
Yeah.
And that is all about generosity.
Yeah.
And I've got the word abundance coming through as well. And it's sparkling as well. And I think, very much like the sparkles that we had with the unicorn, those little things that make you feel good. That will and about generosity as well, yes, give, but make sure you're being generous to yourself and receiving. There's some ancient rocks there as well, and I think that's all about stay grounded. It's a beautiful big maple tree with roots firmly in the ground, and it is a time for us to keep ourselves grounded, because, as you say, the world at the moment is so turbulent, and with this new moon being in Libra, we've got to try and keep our balance. And whilst we're wobbling, just make sure we're staying grounded too, being true to ourselves. That truth card's come out, doesn't it? Yeah. Well, she comes out nearly every time. This is
Yes. She's
with
got a
her.
black cat. I've got my black cat.
Exactly. She's being carried by spirit, I feel, in this card. She's got her wings. She's got what I would call her staff, her rigid weapon, but it's her own protective weapon. And then she's wearing this beautiful harness with a beautiful peacock headdress. Beautiful peacock headdress there, and that's the pride, isn't it? That's bringing out the pride, and it is about harnessing your own power. Believe in yourself. Believe that what you give out is absolutely, and going through this card, I'm getting absolutely pure, generous, honest, the truth, and honest, and it's believing yourself. Now, cats, they are very protective animals as well. They're very independent animals, but they're always there when you need them, always. Okay, and then we've got this makes so much sense. This now this is the direction guardian, surrounded by the animal guides, and we've got the lion there for strength. We've got the eagle there, which always reminds me of determination, and we got the buffalo there, which again is very ancestral and very, very much sturdy, strong animals. And and it's remembering you have your guides around you.
Yeah.
So it is about choosing your own path.
Mm.
You know, make sure that the people around you are the people that you need,
Mm.
because going back to this new moon energy is and the eclipse is all about relationships as well.
Mm.
And it's remembering just to keep the people that you need around you
Mm.
for you. You
Mm.
know, we
Mm.
give a lot to other people, but make sure that we have the right people around us.
Mm.
And as I say, this card's about choosing your own path.
I,
It's that
I,
time.
yeah,
Yeah.
I love the lion, because the lion always speaks to me of pride, taking pride in yourself.
Yeah.
Get the buffalo, it always makes me think of tenacity, that,
Right.
you know, ability to keep going.
Yes.
And the eagle, having that overview, seeing the big picture, not
Picture.
getting so lost in the detail that you forget what it's all about. Yeah,
Definitely.
definitely.
It's it's a beautiful card though.
Mm. Mm-hmm.
The deep in there. And in the middle we've got the all-seeing eye as well.
Yeah, yeah,
You know. So, yep. And the final card, oh, I love it. And it is the final card. Usually I pick another, but I do
yeah.
feel this is the final card because it is the sun.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Obviously, this solar eclipse.
Mm-hmm.
I saw the pictures from America on a YouTube yesterday.
Mm.
Amazing, where they
Mm.
had the ring of
The ring of
fire
fire. Yeah,
um, behind the moon. It was amazing.
yeah.
And the sun to me is happiness,
Mm.
um, success, and I think this one's, you know, with it being in the sort of points of the compass. I'm
Mm.
feeling it saying, you know, enjoy that
Mm.
self success, the self happiness.
Mm. Mm-hmm.
All the stars have been very much about the person
Mm.
rather than the world. It's about you.
Mm.
And so, yeah, we're taking this journey now to the full moon,
Mm.
and it is about you know, knowing, you know, harnessing that power that you've got, that
Mm.
truthfulness, the honesty that you have, the purity of it all,
Mm.
and just make sure you're harnessing that so you can go in the right direction, you know, your own path with the right people around you,
Mm.
and just enjoy, you know, your success and your happiness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For me, what I love about the eclipse and the kind of ring of fire
Yeah.
is that it is the divine feminine intervening between the divine masculine and earth, and reducing the uh, divine masculine flow, but in a positive way. It's kind of saying feelings need to come before action.
And the other thing is, Annie, that, you know, when I saw that video yesterday, knowing this new moon's in Libra,
Yeah,
to me, it's a perfect balance,
yeah,
you
yeah.
know,
Mm-hmm.
and, you know, the divine feminine, the divine masculine coming together to just show us the power of the two balancing.
Yeah,
And that's
yeah.
what we've got to remember. We all have divine masculine, we all have divine feminine, but getting those two to balance
Mm-hmm.
is key,
Yeah,
definitely.
yeah, absolutely. And I think that to me was the signal for the next 2 weeks, given that we've got a full moon coming and another eclipse. It was like, right, okay, so this time it's about me. And like you say, it's about that balance, but it's about action through feelings, and
Yes.
feeling that kindness to self and others. That means whatever actions we can take in a pure and uh, uh, contemplative but positive way. I
Yeah.
think that's it for me.
The first three cards said it, you know, it's the
Yeah.
honesty, the purity, and the generosity. It's
Mm-hmm.
keeping that
Mm-hmm.
at the heart of everything.
Mm-hmm.
And you had the heart coming out a lot in your cards.
I did, absolutely, yeah. And yeah, just having that faith to be your kindest self.
I
That's
remember your guides were around you. You know, it's not hard to do. You just need to ask your guides, and they will, and ask the universe, and it'll happen. Definitely.
Willow's obviously thought we finished because she said, right, I want a bit of cuddle now. So she's here meowing for a tickle. Aren't you, babe? Oh, there you go. She heard you.
Hello,
It's Gwen. It's Gwen. Can you see? Well, it's been lovely to do the cards with you again, Gwen.
it's been fantastic.
And we'll meet up for our full moon. Yeah. Take care, Gwen. Bye. Bye.